Hello, everybody. This is David Thomas and Dan Reed here with ShelbyvilleNow.com. We're here with our weekly show, Friday Night Live, to go over some high school football. But first, we will stop and thank our sponsors there, Dan.
All right. Well, let's start off with our main man, Rob Gardner and State Farm. Hey, simply the best. I mean, he give us these fake Yetis. We appreciate him. Second is Southern Fair tonight. And, again, we eat there Tuesdays 11:30, right there on Lane Parkway. Good as there is.
When y'all gonna let me come eat?
Well, next week, next time.
All right.
So 11:30 Tuesday. You just come up and. By the way, I got to throw this out. Our main guy, Philip from Titan, stopped because we told him last week that he don't speak to us. And then he come in and he kissed me on the forehead.
He made a point.
Yes, he kissed me on the forehead. So
that's awesome.
We appreciate him. Southern Fairs are second, then Corner Cleaners. And, man, what a great place that is. And I told y'all a story, as Mom would say. I still hadn't took anything up there. But I'm going to because it's a fine commercial.
Who cleaned the hat?
You
did that?
I put it in the washing machine.
You didn't let Susie do it?
No. Susie, I'm going to bring you something. I promise you. I was letting the horse show crowd calm down. I'm going to bring you a suit or something. I'll have to preach a funeral for too long, or a wedding, I'd say. I'm not wearing a suit on Sundays much anymore.
Why not?
Well, I'm just where I'm at. We just go button-up shirt and some blue jeans.
Well, that works. Let me tell you about Susie.
All right.
I found out today, I didn't realize it, but she washes some uniforms for some of these teams.
Really?
She washes uniforms for Shelbyville Central and I think she does it for community too, doesn't she?
I had no idea.
But she does that just out of the goodness of her heart.
Well,
I mean, we need to hey, parents.
Miss Susie and Corner Cleaners, check them out. As you always know, best around, and we thank her so much for her sponsorship. So tonight, show is sponsored by Rob Gardner State Farm, Southern Fair there on Lane Parkway, and then Corner Cleaners is our sponsor. So tonight, I was at the horse show. I was working the Lions Club booth for community. Vi-Queens, who always get that in every show. The community of Vi-Queens were working the booth tonight, so I was there. And but you give us our report tonight on Cascade. You went to the game live.
Went to the stable.
All right.
The weather was great.
The weather was good.
It was good for a horse show and good for a football game. Great football weather. The grass looked fantastic. The bleachers were shiny.
All right.
The band was fantastic. The popcorn was good. Got some popcorn. Saw a lot of people over there. The place was packed.
Right.
The game didn't turn out like what we wanted. We got beat there. What was that final score? 34-7.
34-7.
The game started off where we received the ball first, and they kicked it toward the sidelines. It was headed out of bounds, and we made our first blunder right there. We caught the ball at the 14-yard line and ran out of bounds with it. The very next play, we put the ball on the ground. East Robertson gets it. 4 plays later, they scored, throw a pass in the end zone on 4th down. This 6'3" receiver they have, great kid, jumps up, pulls it down, taps one toe in. They do not kick extra points. They go for 2 every time. They don't have a field goal kicker.
I've seen a team do that I know of.
So they're up 8-0. We get the ball, can't do much with it. Put the ball on the ground again. We dig a hole. We're 16-0. We just get in a bind right out of the gate and can't never recover. Jay Hall played hard.
Right.
He was in on every tackle, it seemed like.
Right.
Quarterback Melson, he had some good throws here and there. They played hard. But, they've got a bye next week, so hopefully they can regroup and get a game plan together. Who they have after that? Do you know?
We'll find out. Somebody will tell us. If you're out there, tell us who Cascade plays the week after next week. All we're ready is for next week, the bye. So Cascade was the only game tonight. They come up short tonight versus East Robertson, and Shelbyville was off.
Have you heard their band?
I've heard them for years.
I mean, they got a big band.
There's no doubt.
I was amazed.
Hey, they got, this is no kidding, they got a practice field with lights.
The band does?
The band has a practice field with lights.
You
can't make this stuff up. They really do.
Wow.
By the way, you're probably sitting there wondering, where in the world is Jeff and where in the world is Luke? Well, Luke was suspended last week for getting, doing some stuff by himself, we said. Well, Jeff is with him now, and Jeff's suspended as well, I guess. The truth is they're on vacation, but they'll all be back next week as all three. Well, no, just two of the three teams in the county back in action next week.
Yeah, what we got next week?
But Jeff and Luke have joined us, and they'll probably be putting some comments here on the live chat. So
what is Cascade's got to buy next week?
Cascade's got to buy. Community will host Richland, and then Central goes to Warren County.
Yeah.
So next week we will report on Community at home versus Richland. I'll go there. I'm guessing one of y'all three or all three or two of them or two of you will go to Warren County and then get back here by 10:15.
I don't know how that's. We need to get the chopper out.
Well, we can make it happen.
Okay.
I think Central will have that thing in hand.
You think Rudy? You think Rudy would pick us up in his car?
Rudy can help, or somebody.
Okay.
Tom Seiler, maybe. I don't know. But
Well, that's going way back.
Warren County, we will get that done. Yes, Jonathan Carter. Listen, by the way, I told that last week. Somebody asked me live, Dan, you've seen Cornersville. Dan, you've seen Moore County. What's that score going to be? And I said 2 to 3 touchdowns.
Oh.
That Cornersville was 2 to 3 touchdowns better than Moore County. And Moore County's a good team. But Cornersville is at a state championship contender team, and they beat Moore County tonight 29 to nothing.
Was it 29?
29
It's
to
39.
39.
39 to nothing.
Sorry, 30.
They hung 39.
So I said 2 to 3 touchdowns wasn't enough. Moore County Moore County gets beat by Cornersville 9 to nothing. And then good game for that Eagleville Forest game. Eagleville comes out victorious 14 to 13. Columbia Academy smoked Summertown, and some of the other scores, if you're a Cascades region or communities, Watertown 22, Trousdale County 21.
That's a close game.
Wow.
Watertown was supposed to win that pretty big.
Westmoreland 27, Jackson County 6, East Robertson 34, Cascade 7. Now, Jackson County's on Cascade schedule.
Yeah, they are.
So that's favorable. And then I believe Richland's a very favorable for us. If you want to go over 5A scores.
Yeah, we got 5A, Region 5, Columbia 22, Lincoln County 23. That's a shocker to me. I figured Columbia would pull that one out, but Lincoln County must be better than what we think. Also, Page defeated Franklin County. That was tight till the very end.
Right.
And then Summit took out White County 48 to nothing. But then I've got to tell you about this one. Jeff Falk, are you listening, buddy?
Jeff Falk is
Jeff
listening.
Falk, where are you? Tullahoma 14, Marshall County 13. Went down to the wire. Marshall County Tullahoma intercepted a pass at the very end to keep Marshall County out of the end zone to beat them 14 to 13. I called that upset earlier today. Jeff Falk, where are you? I don't hear anything.
I think he told you to pick horses. I think he told you something like stick to picking horses.
Yeah, I don't pick horses, but I picked him. I told him this afternoon. Tullahoma's going to beat Marshall County.
Jeff, we're waiting on comment from you.
No comment.
He's at an undisclosed location, as we are.
Yes.
But he's at a beach somewhere.
But I just hear crickets at the moment. Do they have crickets on the beach?
Jeff Falk's quiet for the first time.
Yeah,
ever.
Yeah.
So once again, Jeff and Luke will be back next week. They go on vacations. I do not. I don't get them. You know what I mean? I'm here to serve Shelbyville now. I'm not going to skip a Friday. Article in the paper, school board. Next night, I'm at the Lions Club. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Giving time and effort.
Serving the community.
Serving the community. And I'm going to tell you something. A lot of you have been in those booths at the horse show, and it is warm in there. So if you're wondering, why in the world has he got a ratty shirt, grease all over it, it's because I was in the Lions Club.
Were you cooking?
I did some cooking, not much. Did more chicken wedges and nacho serving. Just putting that stuff in the trays, you know.
Well, I'm sure you did an outstanding
Hey.
job. How was the crowd tonight?
Crab was good at the Lions Club booth, but when I walked through, I think General Mission didn't look too good. The boxes looked a lot better tonight.
I saw some pictures. It seemed like it was up from the last 3 nights.
Tonight starts a lot of the championship classes. Even now, I think we walked in, they turned the lights out on one of the classes. They're fixing to spotlight that thing. So any comments tonight on high school football? I know that Shelbyville is chomping at the bit to get back on the field after a tough loss last week, and Community ready to go again next week. And Cascade, you need a bye week. Let's see
Yeah.
if we can rally the troops. Let's see if we can get this thing turned around.
Had a couple
Hey,
players.
listen, I'm a Unionville fan. I've been through a lot of them years.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
Cascade got banged up a little bit tonight. We had a couple players.
not good.
Players get banged up and had to come out. So maybe that'll give them time to heal up. They can get their heads together and have a good week of practice.
Right.
Let's remember our sponsors one more time. Rob Gardner, State Farm Insurance. I'm drinking out of your mug night, Rob. There it is. No leaks. It's not real cold, but
It's not
cold
cold
in
at all.
water. Southern Fair. Great place.
Oh,
Southern
best.
Fair. Southern favorite served daily. Corner Cleaners. Go see Miss Susie at Corner Cleaners for all your dry cleaning needs. But we want to thank those folks for helping us be live tonight. Let's change gears for a second.
All right,
man.
let's
Tomorrow is our first big Saturday in college football.
Can't wait, man.
We've got a full schedule going on. We've got most all the SEC teams playing. Texas A&M took it to somebody last night. I saw that. I don't know.
Tallahassee State.
Well, it was Northwestern
They did.
State something. I don't
Jimbo
know.
got a W. That's
He
all.
got a W. So what do you see coming up this weekend?
Well, you got Alabama, Louisville.
What do you think?
That's I like Alabama.
Well, I figured that. By how much?
I'm going to say 2 to 3 touchdowns. I think Louisville's going to come out and it's going to play early well, and then I think Alabama will dominate.
Where is it they're playing?
Orlando.
I don't get it.
Well, nobody does.
Who knows?
Arkansas is going to play Eastern Illinois, but Auburn, Washington. That's going
to be a good game.
What
What do you think?
I'm on. There's only one team in the SEC that I never want to see win a
I
game,
know.
and it's
I
only
know.
one. And
Wait a
everybody
minute.
thinks it's Tennessee, and it's not.
I know
It's
Auburn.
Auburn. So but you got people say you got to root SEC. I hope it's a good game. If Auburn beat them, it wouldn't upset me, and it certainly wouldn't surprise me. But I'm going to say Auburn wins that game just because
I agree
they're
with
SEC. They're going to be
Yeah.
stronger up front.
Yeah.
Florida's going to kill Charleston Southern. Georgia plays Austin Peay.
I don't get that.
Governors.
The Governors.
The Governors.
They got Georgia on the schedule. They're going between the hedges. They must be getting a lot of money on that.
I'm sure they are.
Oh man,
900,000 or so. Kentucky plays Central Michigan.
What do
Hey,
you
that
think
could be a
about
ball
that?
game.
That's what I'm thinking.
That could be a ball game, but I'll go SEC. LSU and Miami.
That's another good matchup.
Man, everybody's wanting to pick Miami, but I just tell you, LSU's going to be strong up front.
Yep.
I'll go SEC again.
I agree with you on that one.
Ole Miss, Texas Tech. Man, Texas, that's going to be 58, 56.
Yeah.
And again, I'm going to go Ole Miss just because they're in SEC. I like their coach. Missouri's going to beat UT Martin. South Carolina, Coastal Carolina.
Now here comes the one.
Tennessee,
I wanna talk about.
West Virginia at Charlotte.
This is an upset.
I agree. I know it's going to shock people. They think I just totally can't stand Tennessee. It's not true. But I think Tennessee's going to go over there and beat them.
Well, we got an Alabama boy coaching us now.
Well, that's the difference. You're going to have a disciplined, hard-nosed. It's whether he's got the hammers or not, but I like him. And I like Tennessee's chances to come out and play.
I agree with you. I think this is the upset
I think
of the
that's
week.
my upset pick. And then you got Texas A&M, Northwestern State.
That
That was
last
last
night.
whatever.
That's over. So
And then Vanderbilt and Middle at Vandy.
and I'm picking Middle.
You're
I'm
coach
going
your
out
son.
on a limb.
You're going to coach your son quarterback.
Yes, absolutely. I think this could be an upset. I think eventually Vanderbilt's going to get these guys off the schedule because it's going to happen.
Well, it's happened before, but I'm going to go Vandy. I picked SEC every game, but in all likelihood, West Virginia could go either way. I think that Texas Tech Ole Miss game could go either way. And of course, Auburn and Washington could go either way. So, but anyway, it's the best time of year. Here we go. College football. I think that LSU game's on Sunday night.
Yep.
So you got football starting here in about 12 hours. And when it starts, it won't stop till Sunday night. So
What time is kickoff for the Tennessee game? What is that, like 2:30?
I want to say
I-
3:30. Somebody answer on there. Anybody commenting any questions or anything? I'm not seeing them. It says 17 comments, but I don't see 17.
I'm waiting on Jeff Falk.
Jeff Falk's still there.
Where is he?
Jeff, are you here? Check.
Yeah, where is he? I don't see him. I don't I don't hear from him. I'm still waiting for comments on the Marshall County Tullahoma game. I'm not going to get any. What about Jeff, Luke, you guys that are on remote, wherever you are in parts unknown? Could you give us some of your upsets here? Anybody?
Upset picks. Boys, are they radio silent?
They are. They're radio silent.
Well,
So
enjoying the beach.
let's talk about our sponsors one more time.
All right, Rob Gardner, State Farm. Top shelf guy. Not only just a great agent, just a top shelf guy. And Rob, we appreciate the fake Yetis. We appreciate your sponsorship. Southern Fair. We're a bit. See, I think we had all kinds of comments. Blind Hog, the Southern Fair. Thank you for
1972 cap.
I got a call.
What is this?
I got to call him a Jeff Falk.
He wants to call in. You better take the call.
All right, Jeff. Let me finish. Hold on, just a second. Southern Fair. Thank you for sponsorship and corner cleaners. All right, turn the computer down and talk to us, Jeffrey. Hello.
What are they doing?
I don't. Can you hear me?
Oh, well, they're
Well,
like
never mind.
they're
Jeff.
10 seconds.
He's trying.
behind.
He said I got Miami and MTSU. Mark Cartwright says Alabama loses.
Alabama loses.
Alabama loses. That's
What?
Mark Cartwright. Mark, even you don't believe that. Blind Hog, take off at 1972.
Who's he talking to?
Well, I don't have a hat on, David.
1972. What are you talking about? I got this last year.
Hello?
I can't get here for now.
I can hear you, bud. What's going on?
I tell daggum David Thomas that I'll get him a daggum new cap to wear.
I don't know if y'all can hear this live. I hope you can, but Jeff's joined us live. And
He gets one pick.
One.
Pick a year. And then I won't talk about it. That's all.
Hey,
so that hat is not from this year. Is that what you're telling me?
It's not from this decade.
So listen, let me ask you this. Who was the quarterback at Central when that hat was for sale?
That would have been Jackie Crowell.
no. Hey, this is the mesh.
Jackie Crowell was the quarterback.
Jackie
No.
Crowell.
It
It's
wasn't.
got,
Jackie.
it's got Crowell on the back of it. Matter of fact, Jeff. Jackie Crowell.
So
Wow.
what do you think about the upset tonight there, Mr. Falk?
Blind Hog, I told you what was about.
Blind Hog. Okay.
Oh, mercy. Well,
I mean, we've changed blues 2 times since that came.
man, that hat is getting roasted tonight.
Oh,
So
gosh.
Philip Edwards wasn't even wearing that hat. It's before that time?
Wouldn't wear that kid. He got that out of the trophy case over at the new field house.
Philip Edwards, who spoke to us, by the way, Jeff. He
He
did.
wanted to kiss you on the forehead.
He did, and I appreciate it. And God bless him. And God bless Titan for what they in that beautiful field house. And they're helping getting that done as well. So Jeff Falks joined us on the phone here, and he says David needs a new hat. I thought it was fine, David, but I don't know Shelbyville memorabilia. I don't know.
I reached up in the closet. I put it on my head. It's clean. It doesn't look old.
Who's
Is
calling?
that it?
Who's calling?
No, my closet.
Oh
Hey,
boy.
I ate at the same place tonight that Randy Taylor and his lovely wife were eating
Right.
in Florida. Said they were new sponsors. And I told them we were going to talk more about Shannon's athletic ability than I was.
Yeah,
his.
we'll talk way more. I don't know. Was Randy athletic?
No.
Okay.
Shannon was.
Okay.
Hey, he can tint a mean window though. I promise.
Shannon definitely was. Logan, hey, buddy. Y'all come by the house tomorrow and get those tickets. I know you're wanting to go to that Vanderbilt MTSU game. Scott's picking Vanderbilt. And Scott,
I'm picking Vandy.
you taking Vandy? Miami over
Mainly
LSU?
because David took the other.
Are you taking
I
Miami
think-
over LSU?
Miami over LSU.
And Alabama over Louisville? You ain't talking?
And then I'm gonna take Alabama. I think I'll take Alabama.
All right. Well, Jeff, we got next week. We're all back together. We'll do Community Richland, and then you and Luke or somebody will cover that Warren County game, and we'll get back in here and do what we do.
Well,
That's exactly right.
I've about
See,
got
boys.
this. I've about got this streaming figured out. So we want to do the community Cascade game at the stable. What's
We
that?
wanna do
Week
it live.
5.
Week 5.
We'd
We wanna
love to do that.
with
So,
commentation.
yes.
From-
Who's,
Well,
who's,
you know, technology has been our strong suit so far. In this,
oh, I'm
so
telling you, yes. Like this now. I'm amazed.
I can't understand it myself. I've been fishing all day.
Have you?
How'd that go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we had to finally quit. Mark got tired of bringing them in, but
I understand. Rotator cuff for too long.
Did Luke have to bait your hook?
Luke don't do nothing for me. I mean, he starts at show out, but that's about it.
That's about it. Yeah, yeah. All right.
Oh, mate.
Hey, he does them solo interviews that you get.
That's right. He got himself suspended, didn't he, Jeff?
He's gone, buddy.
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row.
I ain't heard from him. Have you?
I ain't
Hey,
seen
matter of
him.
fact, did he eat lunch with us? No.
No,
So-
he did not.
No. So, but
There
anyway,
you go.
those of you tuning in, we're fixing to call it a show, but know this.
Hey, I'm out of here, boys.
All right, hey, Jeff, we'll see you next week, bud.
Have a safe trip coming
Next
home,
week,
guys.
we're going to be together back. They're going to get back from vacation. And new sponsors next week.
New
you said.
sponsors. We
Not
do
that these,
have.
not that these sponsors aren't going to continue sponsoring us.
No.
But we're going to new show sponsors, and I told my brother I'd give him a shout out this week because he was going to bail me out. I'm not going to say what all but he helped me out, and I said, man, I'm going to give you 2 tickets to the Vanderbilt MTSU game, and he can have them. And I said, you get Midland Heights Baptist Church gets a shout out.
Absolutely.
Pastor Scott Reed, who also is going to sponsor us, but also he's having a revival that his brother's preaching. I don't know if you've ever heard his brother preach.
I hadn't.
But man, they say he's something.
Is he going to wear
They
a suit or is he going to go without a suit?
Well, I got to take it to Susie.
Okay.
His
All
brother's
right,
got to take it
there's
to
your
Susie.
first.
There you
chance
go.
to get in there.
Susie need a suit
So
clean.
when is that?
Oh boy, September the 9th, and I'll do Sunday night and Wednesday night. Scott, he can give us the dates on there if you want to come hear that. Be a good time. Preaching revival there at Midland Heights Baptist Church, but they're going to start sponsoring us. Sponsorships coming in. Views are really looking good, and boys, we're enjoying it. Go back and click on our the guys. We did a show on Question, No Answer.
Question, no answer. We're going to have another one of those this week.
We'll do another one.
Try
on
to do these weekly.
Right.
And talk about what's
just
going
news
on
and
around.
views of the week, and then we like to do our sports stuff on Friday. And again, we're continuing on week 5. We want to do live Cascade Community. Then we want to cover a Shelbyville game if possible, and then we want to keep this thing going. 9-12. We want to keep this thing going through basketball, softball, whatever. We want to continue to support our 3 high schools sports.
Absolutely.
And I'm enjoying the fire out of it. Now, tonight I had
Oh,
to
yeah.
flip hamburgers and serve them at the Lions Club.
And then come over here with a second string. So this ain't going to happen again, probably.
Well, these, I don't know if Luke's back, but Jeff's back next week.
Jeff is back.
Jeff
isn't he?
is back
Why
next week.
don't we run down these scores in
All
case
right.
some of these folks have joined
Okay.
us late here? Why don't you
Let me
catch
do
up
Double
with
A
some?
Region 4. Cascade, if you haven't heard, was defeated tonight at home by East Robertson 34-7. Westmoreland defeated Jackson County 27-6. Watertown 22, Trousdale County 21. These are teams in Cascade's region. Class AA, this is Communities region. You got Columbia Academy 37, Summertown nothing. Eagleville 14, Chapel Hill 13. And then Hohenwald, Lewis County 49, Loretta 19. And then the game I talked about last week, Cornersville, who has now been through community, and then they have been through Moore County and Eagleville. They have, I don't think they gave up a point the last 2 weeks.
No.
They were beating us 41-0 at halftime. And, folks, I'm just going to tell you, because it's true, they subbed at halftime, and we scored some.
Yeah.
They have shut out Eagleville and Moore County 39-0 Bulldogs. Cornersville's the real deal.
They're the real deal.
Real
And
deal.
It sounds like their first team defense has not had anybody score on them.
I don't believe so.
So if they leave the dogs in, it's going to be tough.
It's
for
going to be
somebody.
tough. I mean, I would have thought Eagleville would have been one of their tougher games, and they're going to get in their region. And I don't know nobody's going to slow them down their
No.
region, especially since Columbia Academy's moved up to our region.
Yeah.
Mount Pleasant might have some speed for them. I'm not sure, but
They're going to be
Cornersville's real
tough.
deal, boys.
They're
Right
gonna-
there on
they'll-
I-65.
Yeah, they will go deep this year.
I believe they'll go title game again.
Well, let's run down Class 5A, Region 5. This is Shelbyville Central's region. Columbia, Lincoln County. Lincoln County takes them out 23-22. Page defeats Franklin County 20-12 in a close one that went down to the wire. And then Summit beat White County 48-0. And then the blind hog pick of the night.
Blind Hog.
Blind hog pick. Tullahoma 14, Marshall County 13. And that wraps us up, I believe,
Let's
for the
wrap it
evening.
up. Sponsors again, Rob Gardner. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for sponsorship. Go see him for all your insurance needs. Rob Gardner, State Farm, Southern Fair. Go eat there, breakfast or lunch on Lane Parkway. Corner Cleaners, Miss Susie, you're the best. I'm going to bring my suit up there so I can preach at my brother's church. I don't think they go suits all the time, but I need to get it clean. Scott said 9 through 12, 6:30 nightly. Dan Reed and Pat Hood. And then lastly, in summation, Jeff didn't like David's hat. I mean, I'm just going to be honest.
Well, if he wants something changed, he needs to come out with a new one for him.
So
And
next
I look forward to seeing your clean hat again.
it's coming.
All right.
It's coming.
All right.
Hey, appreciate y'all joining us next week. We're back. And then also next week, look for a questions, no answers, another segment from us. Thank y'all.
Absolutely. And be sure to check our website out at shelbyvillenow.com. And on our Facebook, you can watch this replay tonight.
And go Vikings.
You got to get it in.
Got to get it in, boys.
Good night.